Good morning. It's Harvey Jackson from Exceed Grain Marketing. Um, as I see it here right now, canola is up 8.5 to 9.5. Rapeseed is up 50 cents. Soybean oil is up 36.36 cents. Palm oil up 20. Ringgit. Crude oil up half a dollar. Soybeans up slightly to 12 cents, depending on month. Hard red winter wheat is up 2.5. Spring wheat up 3 to 2 cents, and the Canadian dollar at 73.19. Manitoba Agriculture put out a few different maps, and this is an older map. Wish they would maybe update it because it's actually using data from 1961 to 2012. But as you can see on here, it's just giving us a date of frost-free, and the only reason I'm bringing this up is because there is some thoughts that we could have delay harvest possible showing up with some of the later planting. And yeah, I don't have to discuss that anymore. Growing degree days from May 1st to June 23rd. I showed a little bit of this yesterday, but you can actually set your planting date to get your growing degree days right on the Manitoba Ag website based on your weather station. But this one's going from May 1st to June 23rd. And here is your percent of normal, and you can see that there's a fair bit of shading showing, again, May to June, showing closer to normal down in the Red River Valley, and where I live over in this area here, it is a little bit less than normal and to less than 75% in areas. Soil moisture, really good to very wet in a lot of areas. Not a surprise. Percent normal temperature or precipitation. This is just giving us the how much rainfall we've seen in Manitoba, and we'll see it in other maps. Totally accumulated precipitation going to 200 to 300 millimeters, and you can see this departure from average where the moisture is actually hitting as well. Accumulated from April 1st to June 24th. Down in this region, quite wet, and we're starting to see pockets up here in the north of Saskatchewan that's quite wet as well. Here's just active weather for the U.S., and it would show Canada if there was some there as well. And these are the differences in the just the different weather models: 7-day WPC, European, and then GFS, all showing a huge band of moisture going across the prairies. Now, again, is this going to happen? It's very possible. So this is showing the last 7 days to 14 and 30 days, and you can see the huge buildup in the last 7 days in the U.S. area that had a lot of flooding. And in the 14 days, there's still moisture there, but it's been kind of washed out a little bit. But what I do want to say about precipitation at this time of year for plants that are a relatively good size, it's not going to have a lasting effect like it would if it was really small, and the plants, if they were really small, they would drown, but plants that are quite mature, they tend to take the moisture more. Yet severe weather events like hail and plow winds and stuff like that would actually, or derecho, would definitely damage bigger plants. But I'm just talking about moisture all by itself. Temperature anomaly, just showing the differences of temperature, and you can see that different areas of the world, you can see where there's maybe some bullseyes, and you can see here that it looks somewhat drier in that Black Sea region, wetter, of course, on where we're kind of situated, and the U.S. where it's wet as well. It's staying wet. Here's just a 7-day using just weather.us website, GFS versus the GEM model. I'm not too excited about 7 inches of rainfall if that were to happen, but some of these models, do come true. And here's the European AI model that I will show in the next couple of maps here as well. So here's Russia, Ukraine, using the AI model, and it's showing a lack of some rainfall in this area, but still with some rain. Now they're in the midst of harvest, so whether that yield is already set in or not, spring crops are going to take advantage of any rain, that's for sure. And here's a map of China, same thing, the European AI model, and looking to see if there's any significant drought. It doesn't seem, it looks like there's going to be some more rainfall showing up in lots of regions that could be somewhat deficit there. Here's your canola, and I just highlighted the area that we're kind of in. We're ending June, going into July, and this is the tendency that we can see here. Market just going down, of course, um, from here going into harvest rate. And start off with soybeans, and it's broke through its basically floor or resistance and trading below it now. We'll have to see what the USD report gives us in a few days. Soybean oil, just hovering around that support line. Um, I'm also showing stochastics here a little bit as well. And canola, the one that we're paying attention to. But what I did put on here is a couple of arrows and just how to look for possible indicators. Now, these indicators are not perfect, that's for sure. But when we saw this downturn, it actually gave us some signals on both the slow stochastics and the stochastic RSI, and it's remaining in the bottom over here as well. And this is potentially, you're looking for a breakthrough for upward movement. Now, we haven't seen that yet, but it's just something to watch for in the future. Rapeseed, European rapeseed. This is our lifeboat that we're holding on to, or at least I'm holding on to, considering where it's trading versus canola, and it's hovering in that 61.8 retracement value, holding up a lot better than canola. And this is your difference between a European rapeseed and canola priced in Canadian dollars. It's gone up from yesterday from 72 to 74. It's going to start off just showing a few of the seasonals in canola here, or in some of the cereals. And we're actually here, so this map is a little bit older, but you can see that we're in that bottom end of that trend going down for sure. That was corn. This is Chicago wheat, and again we're here as well. So there's some potential for possible shift if there is any. Same thing here, and whether we're going to go sideways to going down, it's hard to say. But this is Kansas City wheat. As harvest kind of finishes up, markets go sideways and actually goes down a little bit more later. But anyway, so here's your Minneapolis wheat. Doesn't seem to have a pause. It just keeps on going down by the look of this 15-year pattern. Corn broke through the basement on here, and Kansas has not yet. It's actually trying to flatten out here a little bit, which is a good thing. Matif has not slowed down. It's still going down with momentum. Spring wheat broke through a while ago and still going down, similar to the seasonal